top 6 players who would surely get the chances with the Super Eagles after AFCON. The buzz of the moment in Africa is undoubtedly the upcoming 2019 African Cup of Nations, even with some countries in the continent participating in the ongoing FIFA Women's World Cup. Of course, the thrill of watching the women national teams strut the stuff peters out with each exiting African nation. Attention would soon be turned to Egypt, where a host of the Super Eagles participants are most likely to bow out after the competition, giving room for a new influx of players who have been handily kept out of the senior team picture due to the tough jostle for positions. The likes of Kelechi Nwakali, Maduka Okoye, Ikaom Udo among others had long been touted to make the jump up and feature for the first team in the future, and after some trying times and interesting developments with the clubs in the past seasons will be confident of earning the manager's recognition after this tournament. Below, we will briefly profile 6 of these ones who are sure to get what they deserve provided they maintain credible professionalism with the European clubs. Point 1. David Okereke. After a very productive club season with Spezia in Italy, the Nigeria's dream team star is already a wanted man in Europe and has courted interests from some quite glamorous teams this summer. While he will be looking to help the country's U23s past Sudan in the AFCON U23 qualifiers, one would envisage that it wouldn't be long now before his opportunity with the senior side comes knocking. Silky, quick and with that poacher's instinct for scoring goals, Raw has already begun the first steps towards integrating the striker into the senior team after his heroics versus Libya. Point 2. Dennis Bonaventure. The fact that Premier League giants Arsenal, Lyon and Fenerbahce had recently expressed their interest in the talented winger is a pointer to his potentials and had understandably boosted his profile. The Abuja Football College graduate has already earned his debut with the Dream Team following his exploits for Club Brugge in Belgium, and will only get better playing alongside the likes of Ahmed Musa in the senior team. Point 3. Theophilus Afelikai. Inyimba might have won a 5th NPFL title this summer, but at the center of it all was a certain sprightly, fearless goaltender Afelikai who stood tall to thwart opponents. The People's Elephant goalkeeper was always on hand to produce strings of fine saves for much of the season campaign, and having picked up his 5th league medal could be given a fair chance with the senior national team after this tournament. Point 4. Felix Uduakai. Wolfsburg defender Uduakai had always refused to rule out the prospect of representing the Super Eagles, and it is understood that Raw is an admirer of the immensely talented German-born starlet. A strong and reliable player who can blossom learning from established defenders in the senior team. It is hugely Nigeria's gain if he can be convinced to snub the advances of his country of birth for an international future with the African country. Point 5. Ademola Lookman. The talented attacker is already an England Youth World Cup winner, though he has never hidden his likeness for Nigeria and even recently visited the African nation. The Everton ace is surely one for the future, and getting more playing time at Goodison Park next season will definitely see Raw have some look his way. Point 6. Kelechi Nwakali. Rounding off this list would be Nwakali, who has had to contend with some tough times in his career, but there is no doubt he possesses the necessary qualities to represent the national team someday. If the Arsenal starlet can recapture the form which saw him snapped up by the Gunners 3 years ago when the new season begins, then he will surely become a part of the Super Eagles. Emmanuel Chinaza. Let's block ads. Why?